Hey, where y'all been?
What's going on, man? I'm assuming that all y'all got your energy back after the 3 day media day, cause
I don't
oh
know.
whoa wow, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Oh whoa out.
that wasn't
Yeah,
easy.
that was exciting to have all those parents, coaches, and players there and fans there, and all brought to you guys by both you guys. Of course, Boz got the location, got the production, and Bingo brought some more production and some great questions, better questions than I had come up with. But
I just showed up.
it was still nice. It was nice to have that gathering. You don't have too many. You don't have it.
Right,
Coaches and,
right.
and players.
It's always fun. It's always a pleasure to have y'all help it, make it grow. It's getting better and better. So
What made you just want to just like? I don't even remember. I just remember when you first brought it to me a couple years ago. You was just like, "Bro, I'm gonna do a high school media day." Like,
man,
what? How did you? What? Did, who put that spirit? I know God put that spirit in you, but just,
definitely, definitely.
man, just tell me
Uh,
how you just come up with that.
So man, it was it was something that was just revealed to me. Like God, like you said, God kind of gave me an idea. And I was actually watching the SEC Media Days. And this one, I'm gonna tell you exactly when it was like 2018, 2019. I said, man, I'm gonna do a media day one day, and couldn't do it on 2020. So I was just like, when we got into pod, say I started podding, podcasting, and started doing, covering sports. And I was like, man, it's the time to do it. And I ran it by you, said, man, you should do it. And ever since that, man, it just kind of just grown into something that, is a staple of the coast, which I love, man. I like it. And then it just grew and got better. And, I know we was doing it out of the gym at Driven Elite, but I think we just kind of outgrew the gym. Not that the gym could hold it, was just we just wanted to give it another, some spice to it. And
Yeah.
shout out to Knuckleheads, and they were willing to let us or to be the host for it. And it's always just a pleasure to just to see the kids, parents come through, um, coaches, like you just they so busy and they just take that little 25-minute slot with us and just let us ask some questions and give us a deep dive on like how the season and the off season is going for them. And that's just kind of how it went for me, man. It was just an idea, bro. It was just what it was. Idea, and I just ran with it.
I'm glad you did. We've been rocking with you since day one, man.
Absolutely. Appreciate it too, man. Appreciate it.
I believe in the vision. Matt believe in the vision. So many other coaches, the ones that's still here, the ones that have left and went on other places. They all believed in in your vision as soon as you pitch it to them. Like you gave us hope, like that we can do this. And now look, we have this platform along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, man. Just want to just give you your flowers for that, man. That was all
Man,
by.
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I
Yeah,
really
it
do.
definitely is. And of course, it's just not the football. I know you went branched out to basketball,
Yeah,
press
but
conference, media days.
yeah, man, I just kind of I really wanted the ultimate goal is to do it for every sport. Eventually I'll get there and just I added the volleyball, but the coaches kind of stretched out thin, so they really couldn't do it. So I just kind of got the kids to come and do a photo shoot and do like a quick minute or 30 seconds, you know, bio blast, I should
Yeah.
call it. And probably gonna do that next Sunday with volleyball, and then basketball is gonna be in October. So I'm gonna be busy. I know I'm gonna be doing football most of the time, weekly show with the coach, and then the Bars and Mingo. We starting back Bars and Mingo this year. Things are just kind of like playing in place now. So I'm looking forward to the season, man. What about y'all? What are y'all looking forward to this year?
Shoot.
Yeah, go ahead. It's definitely, like I say, just a week away from, as Bingo calls it, week zero with the Jamboree games coming up. And then, of course, the week after that, it all starts with that Thursday primetime game. And speaking about Ocean Springs going to Meridian, so that'll kick off
Hmm.
week one as Bingo, of course, now is in rooted with Ocean Springs this year. I mean, great videos that he's been sharing with Coach Brayman. I personally like those videos where let's say go behind the scenes, but the coach talks about what's happening. You're in the locker room. I share it, of course, all over the Facebook page. So I like those videos like that. And of course, George County coming out with their docu-series. That's great there. So
Oh, that's real
uh,
great. I watched it. It was wonderful.
Shout out to
it is.
George County, man. They like they picking that ball up, taking up and running with that thing, man.
Oh man, I love it. I
I think
love it.
it's Epcot. He told us the name at Media Day, but yeah, follow their page and what the work they do and the stuff they're doing this year for the George County football team. It's amazing work. We just love it. We're shining that light on the coast, like Matt say, and like you got teams got their own reality show now, man. So that's a big deal, bro, right here. The
It
Mississippi
is.
Coast.
I mean, it's been 2 weeks, since media day, and I'm still sharing the videos on the Facebook page at Coast Football. In fact, I shared tonight the interview for George County, the
Yeah,
two players on there, and of course on TikTok, I'm doing a little bit more on TikTok, sharing the videos there. And you wouldn't, but the one video that has the most uh, views on it. I mean, I can ask you to guess, but you wouldn't guess, and it happens to be Van Cleve, the players interview with Van Cleve with Toothman, and
mm-hmm.
it has over 14,000 views on it. It's like, okay, that's it's not, I'm not all about the views and stuff, but it's just crazy how TikTok and that's growing a little bit there. I know you have your TikTok, you have everything bingo as far as social media goes. Uh, and so it is blowing up. Tomorrow night I will share the last photos from the media day, and of course that's from the page. I don't know his name. I don't know the gentleman's name. I know James Spann the second knows him, JS2,
What,
but he goes by B. You know his name?
yeah, BL Haywood.
BL
Yes.
Hey, because his page, I tag him in it. Is BL's got the flicks, which is
Yeah,
Flixks, to give him
Yeah.
credit. Because I said, do you have the pictures? I asked, JS2. He put me in contact. He sent me the pictures, and I asked him, and gave him credit for it. He has over 400 pictures, and I don't think he was there day one, but the second, third day, and tomorrow I'm sharing 50 pictures tomorrow, and that will end the media day photos. Of course, you can go on the timeline, my timeline, or go to my page at the Coast Football and click on photos, and it has all the photos and videos. But it has Boz in there, a couple in there. It'll be posted. You already had a couple of Boz and Bingo, in there, obviously. And the last photo, I don't want to spoil it to you, but the last photo I have in there is that night that we were leaving, and what did Boz Bingo have in his hand? People wouldn't know it, but you had that, the shoebox with those videotapes in it. Of
Oh
course, those are Moss Point videotapes that are archived VHS tapes. So it was kind of fitting, like the last picture, resembled like. Of course, I didn't put in there that these are Moss Point videos, but it's like he's holding the box open, Bingo, what you did, and
yeah,
he snapped a picture of it. But just the look on the photos, the people, the players in there, the coaches that are together, from Coach Quincy Patrick that was there, that with Coach Pennock, just the camaraderie there and to capture it a still moment. Bingo had pictures too. I shared those pictures too. So it was great. The 3 days, like I say, I just shared a video tonight and some videos, more to come. Tomorrow I got Pascagoula video. So one of the things I wanted to ask about the media days, me and Bingo spoke about it briefly. Who had the best? Not trying to compare teams together, but who had the best prop that was brought or brought to media day? And I guess it was the only prop that I seen, and we know who that was. Correct?
oh, that was Coach Sims.
That brought the Panther, the Black Panther, to set it on the table along with his two helmets.
Yeah,
That was
he had a funny joke. We go with it, dude.
Oh, did he? I messed up. Can you say it?
No.
Okay. Okay. But yes, that was a great prop that he brought the two helmets and the Panther on there on the desk. So that was different for him. But all the coaches, I was watching, of course, the videos and compressing them. But it's fun and not funny, but how each coach said different things, but almost said the same thing as far as the players growing them as men, responsibility. I mean, I was ready to go out there and play for all these coaches the way they were talking about their team coming up in 2025.
Well, yeah, they gotta sell themselves now. This is a game. This is a business, So, like this is a different light. You don't see high school coaches really getting to express themselves in their program. So this is a new for us here on the coast. So, yeah, I'll be trying to promote my players as much as I can.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and I believe we just unfortunately, just had one coach that didn't show up out of the 25 coaches. That's pretty good to have all those
Yeah.
coaches there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good, man. I always enjoy it. Yeah, man.
Yes.
So resurrection is
Coach Denmark.
Yeah, Coach Denmark.
Cool dog. Yeah, he's a deacon now. He's just became.
Yeah, he probably
Resurrection.
but he told us that last year on media day that he was going. So he probably was, couldn't do it that week, which is we understand. It ain't gonna be no big deal. But yeah, it's just like you said, man. You get an opportunity to see them in another light, man, and they bringing light to players that we may not know. I know, for Stone, they got the freshman running back. So a lot of people didn't know who he was, and he kind of talked about him. So that's what I like about media day, man. Find those gems.
Yes, it was, and all of them, like I said, did a great job. And like I say, Knuckleheads great to host. At least the players and coaches were able to get food and to relax there at Knuckleheads, and it was just a great atmosphere. And I'm not trying to compare it to other parts of the state, but I don't know if they have something like that in the north half of the state as far as like a media day.
They watching and they taking notes, and they trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together so they can incorporate it in their own style and play. It's expected. I ain't gonna lie. I used to get mad when people, as you say, bite off me, but now, you're supposed to feel flattered. So I'm flattered.
Yes, there's people that.
Yes. Crazy.
It's crazy. My pastor said, when God make you to inspire, come with the territory.
Yeah. And this now, something you kind of gave us an exclusive look. We ain't gonna talk about it, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. What you showed before we got online. Yeah, what you got, man? I'm looking forward to seeing that.
You gotta tell me, text me outline. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I'm talking about you had held it up in front of the camera. Okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't say very much.
Yeah, now people are wondering to know what.
Yeah.
It wasn't his Gaucher helmet. He done put that up in the attic. It's nowhere near him. Look at it.
Man.
He's trying to find his Gaucher.
I got company over here. You see, I got my boy Coach John Addison, my neighbor over here.
Dude.
I got over there. And St. Martin gifted me this one. So, I'm trying to get all my helmets up, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got one, two. No, I only have one high school helmet. I got to get some more.
Yeah. Some more. But you got to catch them when they selling them. Like St. Martin was selling them for $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. And speaking of St. Martin with Coach Woody, his interview, like I said, has a lot of views on TikTok. I was fine, once he was talking, and I was ready to go play for Coach Woody. He has that team, appears to be in the right direction. And of course, we mentioned about the Sullivan twins with the quarterback there. Is he you think he's gonna play? Is he gonna get playing time? I mean, he's just a ninth grader, correct?
No, ask the coach.
We need to ask Coach.
That's an exclusive.
Ask the coach. They said.
Yeah, man. What you got?
He said something. What do you say, Coach?
Between himself and Crockett.
He said they battling him and Seth Crockett. The freshman sensation and the sophomore. He got sophomore and the freshman. That ain't bad. So you never know who going. That ain't bad. Buckle up.
Yeah. Of course, Coach Woody is one of 6 new coaches for this year. He is the only one in the 7A class. Of course, West Harrison moving up to 7A there. Of course, Ocean Springs is defending 4-time region champion. Who's going to knock them off? Is it going to be Gulfport, D'Iberville, Biloxi?
Hey,
It's going to be.
they
It's gonna be
ready.
hard.
They ready.
It's hard to beat them. I'm sorry.
They ready. They too well. Like, bro, I'm seeing now.
Hard to
Being
beat
with
them.
them now, they too prepared. I see why they battle tested. They are so well prepared. Like these jokers, they take film study to a different level. They take like everything is.
Come on, give us the inside scoop, man. Come on.
I
Give
mean,
us
you gotta
the
watch that, man. I can't.
gotta watch it.
You
That's what I
gotta
wanted you to say. That's what I wanted you to say.
You gotta watch that, man.
Where can they watch it at though, Bingo? Where everybody can watch the content for Ocean Springs for football?
On their Ocean Springs Facebook page, their Instagram page, and their X page, and any Bingo media platform.
I'm locking in.
Yeah.
I'm locking in, man. It's just so cool
Lead
to
with
see.
the Greyhound this year, boy. We
Yeah.
trying to remember, boy. I see you say when you see I'm saying we finna go make a run, man. I need me a media state championship ring, man. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, man. You in the ring with your performance. I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
we trying to make a run, man.
Man, it's just so cool to see like all this media for like different, like, and then you've kind of like, I don't know if you have talked about it, but you join forces with major media. Bingo, I mean, y'all all is one, and just to what y'all highlighting all over the state. I love that, and I just love that George County with the docu series, man, is dope. And then now you got other schools kind of like giving you more in-depth looks of what they're doing. Cause I mean, I don't know what was the idea. I don't know, like everybody just kind of like just evolved. I think that's just what it is. I think all the schools have evolved. You got West Harrison, they're getting content now with Pristine Media. You got Bingo Media doing Ocean Springs. You got I really want to know who's doing it for the documentary for George County. I can't
I
remember
think
what he
it's called
said.
Epcot. It's like Epcot.
Epcot. Okay,
Let me
we're
see.
gonna just say Epcot, and then we will correct it when we get away. But
EPOC
man,
is EPOCH Film and Photography. So I don't know if I'm saying it right.
okay,
It's called Epcot.
we need to get them on. We need to get them on here one day and just kind of just to walk us through like how it work. How they just came up with an ultimate plan. That, I mean, it kind of give you that 2 days feeling.
Right.
Like it's a real TV show. That's what I treat it like that. So just to get a coach team on there and get a light shine on them, man.
That's our team. Like you said, that's a coach team. That's our team.
Yeah.
Like that's what's
so
cool
that's
about that.
right. That's I just love that about
People
what they're
dreaming
doing.
that we grew up watching 2-a-days on MTV.
Yes, yes, bro.
And now Hoover, we're Hoover now, man. So
Hoover, yeah.
George County popped out on with a little documentary series. It ain't little. Let me take that little out. Ain't nothing good about that. But they got a big time documentary series, man, called Count on Me. Episode 1 is out now. You can go watch it on YouTube, and you can watch it on George County Football's Facebook page and Instagram page.
Yeah, man.
Episode 1 is out right now.
Yeah, man.
It is. It's a lot of teams, like say with Gulfport with their quick six, and Ocean Springs with Bingo right there recording Coach Bramlett. The other day, that one when he was there, they were there. Were you recording when they had that practice at 4 a.m? He was there at 4 a.m. Okay, but I mean, to have that's just a couple things that we're looking at in George County, and the statewide. It seemed started on the coast, and all of a sudden I see more videos like it. Let's say a wildfire, but with the media with that dance that was going on, everybody was like, that was pretty. That was cool.
That was cool.
I like that.
It was cool.
It was going up. It seemed like it started down here, and then it went up. I don't know how far it went up, but
we went all the way to the top, man. We created a documentary. We got a vlog series throughout the whole time, documenting all this.
That's
going
dope.
to each one of these schools. We it's you're gonna see it's got all that in there. We got a graphic we probably finna drop either tonight or tomorrow of all the schools that we hit in the state. Is over almost 30. just for football throughout the whole state of Mississippi. You know, in that little couple week time frame, like I was doing that. Came off the road with them, did media, SMACM media day, went right back on the road, and then still in between times, still be, you know, the man of my house and still do my stuff at Ocean Springs and run my businesses. Like it don't stop. If you want something, you gotta go get it.
Got to. Got to. What's the other two
Yeah.
young men? What's the other two young men that's part of major media?
You got Josh Everett and Rasul. Now, that's his name. His name Rasul Correa, but the name Sultan Seals. So
Shout out to Josh and Mr. Seals, dog, man.
they tough.
Y'all tough, bro.
Rasul is a sophomore. No, he's a junior at USM right
So he's
now.
a student. Oh wow.
Yeah, majoring in
Okay, he
communication.
that's huge. That's
Yeah,
huge, man.
yeah. Josh just graduated. He graduated from Jackson State. Um,
Okay.
he's just
I'm
he
probably
just
gonna see. I'm probably gonna see him. I'm probably gonna see Josh at the Jackson State game this year.
oh yeah,
As a
man.
matter of
Josh,
fact, I'm planning on going to the one USM Jackson State game, so I might see him there.
yeah, yeah, man.
Introduce myself to him, man.
Boys, they just be getting it, man. Like
Yeah.
so when we do what we gotta do, man, we come like we just like that was something spiritual. What they did,
Mm-hmm.
how they attacked, that was something spiritual. So
Mm-hmm.
now when you attack something spiritual like that, man, you gotta keep it going. That was
Got
perfect.
to.
And you know the teams are want to participate in it because they see this team doing it. Like we could do it a little bit better than that. So it's great, and how times have changed since my time when I started it in 2010.
Right.
There was nothing around like that, and obviously it's grown big time, and we still have a lot in store for this program here, especially for Friday nights pregame and postgame show. Coming up next week, I'm going to be posting a little bit more the new faces and new places. The top 25, I'll have them ranked on Tuesday. I'll release them Tuesday before the season starts. I think what I'm going to do in 2 weeks, the Wednesday before kickoff, because I'm available on Wednesday. I don't know. We try to get you on here, Bingo. Is I'm going to release my picks for that week. Normally, I release them on Thursday, and they will be released on Thursday at 7. But Ocean Springs is playing Thursday, and I have a Wednesday free, so I might, come on here live, and if you could join me, that's great. If not, I'm sure I get some fan on here, but that's what I plan on doing is releasing the picks, my 10th season in the Statman picks. And somebody already asked me when I was coming out with my picks for week 1. So, and then also the rankings. Again, there's 6 of us. I'm one of them that ranks it, and then there's 5 other people, and we combine the top 25 ranking. The only place that I know of around here that ranks all 25 teams, and I'll release that on that Tuesday before the season starts. I mean, it's my rankings. I mean, I don't want to leak anything out, but I mean, who the top teams are, and I'm trying to cipher through them to see who's going to get that top spot. Between the Picayune, Pascagoula, Poplarville, Gulfport, Ocean Springs. That's 5 teams right there. I mean, Biloxi's in the top 10. So we'll have to see on that Tuesday. And it's always fun every year that people, of course, fans, I would think something wrong if a fan come on and said, "Oh, your rankings are correct." When I say mine, Coach Football rankings are correct. I don't, people think one team should be higher, one team should be lower. So that's part of the fun. But that's what I plan on doing again 2 weeks from tonight on Wednesday is to go live for the first time to say these are the teams that I think are going to win. I somewhat have them down right now, which teams I think will win in the score predictions, but that might tend to change between now and 2 weeks. So
I love it.
I still don't know between Picayune at Gulfport.
I love it.
That's 2 top teams that
God.
I'm trying to see who I'm going to go with. I mean, Gulfport's at home, and it's going to be a interesting game there between those 2. So, but that's what's coming out for me, anyways. For Coast Football, is the rankings and the streaks. What streaks are coming into the season? Some hot, some cold, but But if you guys want to touch on, of course, the Clarion Ledger, the Dandy Dozen came out today, and 12 of them out of talking about all the players, private school, public school, all the players in the state to pick 12 players.
I know.
I already had one person comment, it's almost like all-star, like, well, you left this player out of it. And I said, like I say, it's hard to pick 12. And they did, and they do. And I'll let the Boz go what he posted today for SMACM. But two coast players, uh, and that was Nolan Wilson, the defensive end for Picayune. And then also from Pascagoula is Tylen Wilson. Those are the two coast players out of the 12. And if you want to run through them, I can Braylon Womack from Hartfield, Tristan Keys from Hattiesburg, of course, #1 receiver, I think, in the nation. Nolan Wilson, Tylen Wilson, Corey Wells from Petal, Deron Albert, Jackson Academy, TJ White, Jackson Academy, Jace Matthews, Greene County. They just did WLX did a show on them. He's going to Auburn. Do want to say Demarius Yates, Kemper County, Preston Ashley, Brandon, Xavier McDonald, Morton, and Jaden Hill from Tupelo. So, what are your thoughts on that? I know, again, Boz, I know you posted on your SMACM page about the history of it.
Yeah, yeah. I just kind of wanted to put that out there just because in 89 was the first year, and it just had a lot of rich history as far as like who's been on there, and I want to say Moss Point has the most, but just like you had the most NFL players, they had probably the most Danny Dozens. Um, so they've had one in each decade. So that was just impressive. Just kind of like let that be known, let it be seen, like how um well, I want to say over 30 plus years now. It's crazy. It's crazy how they started something in 89 and then picking 12 players is, man, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how to process elimination. And it's good to do. It's good to have something to talk about in the season like we're doing right before the season comes. So that was cool.
Yes. Yes. That's how I'm looking now. In fact, I had shared it on my page. But yes, you have all the years, Ray Ray Bivens. I remember it. Gaucher, I remember
Woo,
1999. Reginald
tough.
Hunter, Moss Point.
We had two that year in '99. Ray
Antonio
Bivens and
Hargrove,
In
Antonio
99.
Hargrove.
Yeah, you had
yeah,
Antonio, yep, Antonio Hart.
he
And
was tough.
2000 was Bingo from Goshen. No, he should have been in there.
I should have been in there. You're right. I
You
should
should
have
have,
been in
but
there. I should have.
Demarius Bilbo, Moss Point. So I mean, these are just some of the names. It goes back. I mean, it's some of them sound familiar. Like I said, I remember those names, and especially
Mhm.
from 2005 and beyond. Of course, Miles Brennan, McKinley Jackson, who's George County is in the NFL
Yeah,
there, and then Rush from Pascagoula, Jeff Rush in 23. Of course, Waller from Picayune, Deuce Knight last year, and again the three from this year. So it's a long, like you said, tradition, not just statewide, but the coast has always had players on there, and there's great players on the coast. There's great players in the state, but we're here shining the light on the coast players. Again, that's the Danny Dozen that they come out with. The Clarion Ledger, who I believe is based out of Jackson, come out with their annual top 12, and Nolan Wilson from Picayune and Tylen Wilson from Pascagoula are the coast players that didn't make it. And of course, Greene County's player Jace Matthews, uh, who committed to Auburn to go over there play with Deuce here next year. And they have a new coach, Greene County does. So,
yeah. The
but
thing, the funny thing about that, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. But the funny
no,
thing about the 12, out of the 12, I was looking at all the schools that was committed, or they were committed to. There's only two of them committed to in-state school. So I was like, man, we can't even keep our top talent. Tristan Keys is, a guy committed to LSU, #1 receiver in the country. He had Danny Dozen, and he going to LSU. And I was just like, man, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Southern Miss, I couldn't. He's in Hattiesburg, you would think. But I
yes.
mean, if you ever seen Tristan play, I understand why he's going to LSU. So
But
got it.
how much does NIL have to do with it too. I mean,
Well,
these players get
he got an NLI deal before he even stepped foot on the campus with Adidas. So Adidas not and Adidas. So it didn't. I don't think it had nothing to do with that. But Adidas and LSU are two different entities, right? Because that's a Nike school. He was able to help his family with a contract with them, which was beautiful. And I'm so happy for
yes.
him and his family. They got that done, and I guess he'll be wearing a lot of Adidas gear outside of when he went at LSU.
But
So
if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he can. I don't know. I don't think he could touch the
he
money
can't.
till he.
I don't know. I
I don't
didn't
know.
even look
I
at.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know when he could touch the money. I'm just happy he got it. So like
Yes.
yeah, so I don't know if his parents kind of like will say, hey, don't touch it until you finish playing college and go in the NFL. And that's a smart. That's pretty smart because I'm pretty sure he's gonna get another deal when he go crazy at LSU. He's gonna be a top receiver there for the next 3 years. So
Yes.
I
Yeah,
want
that's
to
what
see
I
that.
posted a couple months ago about NIL, where the state did pass it, but MHS said put that stipulation on it where you can't get the money until you finish high school. So, like I say, I don't know if that had anything to do with him going to LSU or not. But yeah, you would think he's right there at Hattiesburg at USM with their new head coach that uh, is doing pretty good from what I read in the paper as far as recruiting and everything. So, but yes, Tristan Keys there at Hattiesburg. Uh, and then as far as back here on the coast, of course, I shared the Magnolia Shine podcast about he's talking about Speedy, the Poplarville running back there that's in the 8th grade, I want to say. So I mean, I just
Yeah, you're a
shared his
freshman.
freshman. So yes, Poplarville is loaded. Caden Bradford is his name, and of course I shared he was on YouTube, had an interview on YouTube last night. Again, somebody else doing, uh, social media putting it out there, and that's good. The more stuff that's out there, the better. So, how do you guys think that the new Christian Collegiate Academy is going to do, moving up from 8-man to 11-man football?
I don't know. They got to prove that to us.
Yeah, there's gonna be some adjusting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's adjusting to the speed from 8 to 11.
Yeah.
They're gonna just have to adjust.
We
That's
here
all
to
right.
critique.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We'll know when that first game.
Where where
That
where would
first
you rank
game.
them in the top 25?
Right now, 25.
Yeah, they gotta prove themselves. I
Or is
respect that.
Ansley?
I think they respect that too. They gotta respect.
Yeah. Well, I actually put them at 23, but that doesn't mean they're going to be 23 because I got 5 other people that will vote. But I was just looking at Ansley. WXXV did a 25 and 25 on them. So it's actually they start. They said they start the week before week 0. They actually count for record, from what I understand, on the 22nd. So again, I
So they week
won't. I
zero
won't.
game is week 1.
Yes, I won't pick that. They play. They play a team that's not, of course, not a coast team. They play St. Patrick the following week. That is Christian Collegiate, and that was a great interview. There for Coach Spinks that came there on media day. Christian Collegiate. They will play Saint. It says like on here out of Louisiana. LIK. That's what it on the 22nd. So I know Coach Spinks there. Appreciate him showing up for media day. His first time. The new 25th Coast team on
I
there.
like them. That was my first time meeting them. I like them.
Yep,
Our
like I
first
say,
impression.
had a lot of, like I say, six new coaches uh, there. Of course, Coach Kelly Collins, who Bingo knows from George County. He's new
Yeah,
head
he
coach
ain't
at
new.
George County, but he's been coaching for teen years. So many years, and he was with the team for 3 years. So he's going to say he's going to get back to the ground and pound. They don't have Deuce there throwing the ball around, so
When
you go to your strength.
he was on the coaching staff when St. Martin had that good season when they 2003. He was on that coaching staff. I think he was the head coach. One, I don't remember. You count on one hand how many winning seasons St. Martin had.
Well,
Yeah, so he was on that
Unfortunately,
staff. That was my senior year. They were good. St. Martin won the district, I believe.
they almost
no, no,
did. They
no, no,
lost.
no, 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 no.
I think
Oh, they
Pascagoula
shit.
won.
Pascagoula won the district. They won head to head. Cause that's when
Mhm.
everybody was beating up on everybody. It was like,
Coach
yeah,
Causey was 99 to 2001 when
At
he
St.
coached
Martin,
St. Martin. Yes.
so he
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
so there's and that's one of the things I'm going to come out with, and that there's 4 teams that have not won, not counting Christian Collegiate because this is their first year. Even though they won from looking at it, they won a region title, but it's 8-man, so we're not counting that. But there's 4 teams that have not won a region title. I'll let y'all see who.
4 teams that haven't won a region title. Yeah, I know St. Martin on there. I can give you that one.
St. Martin. West Harrison hasn't won one yet.
Yeah, that's 2.
Uh,
Oh
did
my paper.
Long Beach. Long Beach.
Long Beach hasn't won one yet. Um, has Bay won? Bay High?
I was
Have they
thinking,
won a
man.
district? I might be wrong.
Bay or Hancock.
My paper. Why I'm having.
Yeah, Bay
Let
or
me see.
Hancock, one of them, one of the 4 teams that haven't won. But Hancock, no, Hancock didn't. I
Yeah,
don't know.
always close but no cigars.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
put that graphic out, like say next week. Like I say, a lot of
Yeah,
stuff's
put
gonna
that
be coming
graphic out.
next week. Well, I wasn't gonna. I'm trying to find the graphic, and I should know off the top of my head what who the 4 teams are, which you're pretty much correct in that way.
It ain't hard.
Ain't hard to find, huh?
What about Mercy Cross and St. John?
Mercy Cross. St. John won one. I know
That's
St.
old.
John won.
That's
Yeah,
old
St.
folks
John
right
won.
So
there, boy.
so you won't get. Let me see.
St.
That's
John
that
won one.
old.
They went to
So it is
state. St.
Saint
John
it's
won the state
Saint
championship.
it's Saint Martin. It's Saint Patrick,
Dang, St. Patrick ain't won one yet. Okay.
but Saint
Yeah,
Patrick
that's what it is.
has been around since 2007. So I mean, you
The same
can't
time as
really.
West Harrison been around, ain't it?
West
Mm,
Harrison, I want to say it was 2009,
9. Yeah, 9.
2009, and West
Yeah.
Harrison, unfortunately, has the which again I'll post it next week. Has has the most region losses in a row, which St. Martin is up there, but West Harrison has, I think, 51 or had 51. But Coach Quincy has them. I mean, he's doing pretty good. They started 2009 was West Harrison,
mm.
but you said Bay has one.
Yeah. What
Van
about
Bay has
Hancock?
Cleve.
one in
Van
85.
Cleve. Van
Van
There
Cleve?
Cleve.
you.
Van
Yep,
Cleve?
yep.
Van
Van
Cleve?
Cleve, Van Cleve, St. Martin, St. Patrick, and you probably won't guess because this team has been doing pretty good over the last few years, and it's um what are they this year? 5A. They're
18?
4A team. So I tell you, and it's
Oh,
Pass Christian.
Poplarville. Oh,
Pass
Patrick.
Christian.
Yeah,
Pass?
I ain't
Dang
thinking
it.
them.
Pass
Yeah,
never won?
I thought they
No,
probably got one already.
Yeah, I
I
no,
thought.
think they
no,
was in foreign.
Yeah, I
no.
thought they got
Pass
one. Yeah.
Christian has not. So those are the 4 teams. So I've done like I say a graphic that I'll post next week again with these other streaks that I have. Like I say, Gaucher 20 straight home wins. Playoffs and regular season.
3
So
straight South
that's
State appearances. Come on now.
and of course
Yeah.
they have the longest winning streak regular season, if you want to count that.
Come
They
on,
have
stop
eight
playing with
eight
us, bro.
wins. They have
Yeah.
8 wins, so that's regular season games. So but
Yeah, this don't
longest
change nothing. They know what it is. It's still blue and gold. They know what it is. You know what it is.
Oh,
as
man.
far as
Look,
region wins, I talk about Ocean Springs and Picayune with 24 straight region wins.
That's
You know
crazy.
who holds the record for? I know you won't
Moss
know it,
Point.
but
County.
Moss Point. Moss
Stone
Point.
n-
County.
no. There it say bingo knows because Coach Bramlett. Yes, Stone County has won
Yeah.
33 straight from 85 to 92. So Ocean
Oh
Springs and
yeah.
Picayune are at 24 straight. So
Yeah.
they could get that. But they Gaucher, had 28 region wins from 97 to 2001. D'Iberville had 27 straight
That was my
region
turn
wins
there.
from 76 to 80. Uh,
See, I was just a beneficiary of being a part of a great team at the time. So I get to flex and talk my stuff because I was there.
He was on the team.
uh,
I was there.
He was on the
you would
team.
say
He was
Martin
dressing
gonna
out.
Long Beach, unfortunately, right now has the longest 37 straight region game losses. They have not won a region game in a little while.
Whew, nigga,
So
682. It ain't gonna get better.
St. Martin
No,
has
man.
lost 22. The
They
record,
is better
though,
than
the record is 51 from West Harrison.
Whew.
So, but
Mm.
those are the, and then yes, I was looking here. Those are
You be
the
making man, you be making stuff sound bad keeping up with them stats because a lot of people don't keep up with high school stats like this. And then you come in with the analytics and Dr. Obvious and you want to state all this, it makes us look bad in a sense, man.
Ocean Springs and Picayune has
That's
4
two
region
schools
titles
out of
in a row.
25. That's 2 schools out of 25.
So what? I don't know. I got to take the good with the bad. I got to take the good with the bad. Who has the
I
longest
guess.
losing streak right now? St. Patrick 14. Moss Point went 9. So
Coach
St.
Jake said he
Patrick,
finna change all that.
yeah, they
Man, shout out to
yeah.
Coach Zink, boy. He showed love, boy. He gave me all kind of look at that, boy. You see, see, when you pull up at these schools, they gonna show you love, boy. Look at
What'd you
them,
get? I
man.
didn't see that. What is it?
But now don't worry about it, man. Look, I say I got some more, some whole hats and
Oh,
some coaching gear, you know.
yeah, that's one of the pictures that was shared. Was that hat, the River City? Yes. And
Yeah,
Coach Jenkins, I mean, that was great. He's a great interview. It was a great
yeah.
interview there. He said he ain't going anywhere. So he's gonna be there Moss Point. That's what I just shared his video recently in the
Well, he thought
photos
he was
there.
so cool at media day, boy. You could tell him and Cole Rich sitting up there with them glasses on. I'm talking about they vibing. I'm talking about they hitting the room like this. They doing
They
that.
were
They
fresh.
I'm saying,
They were
oh, they were
fresh.
hitting,
They
boy.
were fresh.
They were
They
ready.
were
You couldn't
fresh.
tell them joking nothing.
They
Coach
were prepared.
Cole Ladner had that swag on. He out there looking like Randy Orton. He had that swag on, man. He giving them ounces back to Matt so cool and smooth, man. Like I been watching that, man. I read the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm a people watcher. And so I just be checking people out, man. I'm looking at our coaches. I know who know how to put it on. I'm looking at who got the drip. Of course, Pinnock, he a Jordan fanatic, so he gonna step with the Jordans. I guarantee you he gonna find a way. He gonna get some Jordan cleats for the Gulfport soon. After they done drop that
Yeah.
list and we see how much these coaches make, I'm pretty sure he can front something out there, man.
Of
That
course,
was crazy
Hell,
too. That was
that's they
crazy.
do it. He does it every year as far as Sun Herald. They do. I remember seeing that
yeah,
they do it every year. They post it. I mean, it's public information,
right.
so they do post it out there um, every
And
year.
boy, get
So
that boy getting paid. That boy getting paid. That boy getting paid, baby.
yeah, and then you had the coaches that brought in with Van Cleve. bringing in the two assistant
Yeah.
coaches with
Coach
Toothman.
Capers and Coach Toothman. Yep.
Yeah, was good. The one thing I didn't get to videotape was was PRC because we had to scoot back away from the desk because they brought 5 players, which Coach Feaster, that was great. And he has
Hey,
videos.
stop.
Coach Feaster's been posting some great videos that I share on there.
Yeah, Kofi
And
ain't playing around. He said he
yeah,
marketing himself, man. Like he taking who he is right now as John Feaster,
Hey, 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 hey,
and
hey, hey.
marketing and hey, Boz, mute your microphone, man.
Oh, I thought it was muted.
Yeah, you up in there
I'm on
crying and
daddy
stuff.
duty. No, I'm on
I
daddy
knew
duty.
it,
I'm on daddy
but
duty. I'm gonna
yeah,
catch y'all later, man.
all right, Bob. The Kofi said he do he doing his own Lord Strength and bigger than ball. He has his own little platforms he do. So I think it's pretty cool, watching coaches, show their personality side of them, their marketing side of them, it's cool, man. Ain't nothing like this now and nowhere else, man, but right here, you know.
yes, he did a great job, and I believe his pictures are part of what's coming out tomorrow on my Facebook page. I don't think I shared them tonight. Uh, Even though I did share some pictures tonight, and again the videos for George County with the players on there. So, but yeah, Coach Feaster it was great. Again, all of them were. Watching the videos as I was editing them and putting them on TikTok and trying to compress them to get the highlights out of it, all of them. And it was inspiring as far as again their goals, what they look for, the players, the questions you asked them. Some of them, didn't hesitate to throw some players under the bus about who did this and do that, or controlled the music, or uh, it was a great insight. The players, liked it just as well as we liked it, and the pictures that were taken, it showed the smiles, you know, that were abundant all the way around. It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
The next year, I don't know. Of course, Boz is going to work that out for next year, and it may, you had coaches that were saying, "Hey, come over here to us, or come over here to there, and we'll host it here." And so it only can get bigger. I mean, I know it's time when you have 25 coaches, and they probably would talk, for an hour each easily, to
Right.
get information out of them. But unfortunately, we had to cut it short, to 20 minutes, or try to get it 20 minutes, and that's with the coach and the player. So one of the other coaches, on TikTok that got a lot of views was St. Patrick head coach. There's a lot of views on my TikTok. So
He
it's
said, okay, Nate, Nat,
Nate.
Acnapara, something like that. I
Yeah,
forget what
unfortunately,
he
yeah,
said.
to pronounce his name. He was with St. Stanislaus. He's
Right.
he's
I
but
call him
but yeah,
Cody.
and he had pictures, a couple pictures of him holding the helmet, and he was ready. It was again good to see. I don't see the comments, Bingo. Is there any comments as we're doing this
Oh yeah.
special?
Ain't nothing special about this. This is it. We gotta do this every week. Now the season start, Nick. This is it. This is it.
Well, the night. Well, we do have something every night, pretty
Yeah.
much. So it narrows it down to almost maybe a Monday night,
Right.
because Tuesday you got your coach's show, which everybody should join with Coach Bramlett, Ocean Springs.
Yeah.
Wednesday I have an engagement prior commitment on Wednesday. Thursday I got JUCO football. Um, which it'd be too late to go on at 10 on a Thursday night. Of course, Friday pregame, I'll have Friday pregame and then postgame. Look to have more coaches on this year. And like I said, uh is it next Wednesday? Next Wednesday? No, 2 weeks. I'll probably come on live, and hopefully you can join me with the picks, as I will reveal my picks
You
the
like
day
you just like
before.
my reaction when I be like, cause I'm let y'all know now. I don't have nothing picking
No.
when it comes to Matt picking or his anything. I find out just like everybody else when he drop it. I don't, it is what it is. I don't. These are all based on the brain of Matt stats.
Yes, and I'd look at like I say in depth as far as on teams, especially the teams that they're not. It's hard to pick non-coast teams. I mean, I have to look them up and see what they did, especially the first few games. You don't know what teams are going to do. So, but that's
Right.
what I plan on doing that Wednesday before kickoff, and then that Tuesday, like I said, the top 25 will be ranked uh, with the 5 other voters and myself, which of course you're not one of them. So, and you don't know anything about the rankings, but again, I can tell you that CCA, well, they'd be 25th ranked. They're the new team moving up to 11 man football. But importantly, who's going to be top ranked?
Yeah, good for
I know
CCA.
you know, so, and no matter what number is by their name, they still got to go out there and win the game on the field. So,
Right.
but
Um,
I'm sorry, what was some of the comments you said? I'm
can you
sorry.
see him? Can they show you see him on your
Yeah, I
screen? Or you
see.
still on your phone?
Yeah, I see him. I see him. Well, let me go to the live stream and I can see. I see what you just put up there.
All
Let
right.
me
Well, yeah,
go
we
to.
got shout out to my boy Tony L. Peterson. He said, "What's up, fellas? What up, Tony?" We got Speedy's father, my boy Kenny. What's up, love? Hey, we good, baby. You see your boy out there. He getting his shine. I'm ready to see him in them pads. I'm ready to see him in them pads now. I'm ready to see him do a thing, bro. It's time. All right, we got Poplarville in the building. Miss Angela Lambert. Shout out to Poplarville, always showing love to coach football. Um, Shelton Noel, what's up, man? I don't know where he from. When y'all drop y'all stuff in the comment, man, let them know where y'all from. Like how my girl Angela did. She letting you know she a Poplarville Hornet off the rip. You know, Kenny said media day was fire. It was, man. It was like, and it gets better and better every year. Like coach football getting better every year. All right, we got the man, Eric McBeth. He said, let's go MP Tigers. They still flexing they 5 state championships. Now they tied with Picayune with the most on the coast with 5. I know some people like, we ain't. Picayune is not the coast. They are, you know. They are. All right, we got my boy Ren. I seen my boy the other day. That was me blowed at you, boy. Real live gator boy. He know what it is. Childhood friend, grew up in the same neighborhood. Camera Squad legend. They know what it is. Shout out to his brother Glennis. Shout out to his famous sister Waisha. They know what it is. We go way back to the gap. Shout out to their mama, Miss Jackie. All right. You hood, John. You know what I'm saying? See, John, see the disrespect, man. When your boys want to come into the chat and want to disrespect you, man. And look, he know he wrong because look what he put right there talking about my bad. I be professional. You know what I'm saying? This supposed to be my aunt, man. I call this man my aunt. This is my OG right here. And this is the things he do to me, man. He know he wrong. Look, then he gonna come back and salute me. Nah, keep your salute, man. I don't want your salute, man. Don't tell me to hush. Shout out to Brian Higginbottom. They see what it is, Brian. OS, they know what it is, man. You see what I'm riding with? It's gonna be fun this year. I like cheering with other teams, man. You know. Shout out to Angela's husband, I'm guessing, Mr. Thomas Lambert. He said, what's up, guys? Poplarville Hornets back to back. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah, they are
You know,
favorite. I mean,
they are favorites.
they got the players. And I'm trying to look and see. I saw one question on there about yes, he was Dante. I was finally catching up with the messages.
There you
Bingo.
go, right there. Yeah. Yeah. That man was a dandy, man. Come on, man.
Yes.
He was a
Yeah.
dandy. Caden
Anyway,
Irvin got robbed at being a dandy, which was expected. He didn't have football recruits. He was considered a baseball recruit. But everybody in the state believed Caden Irvin should have been a dandy. Was Bray Hubbard a dandy?
I'm fixing to see. Uh, yes,
Hmm.
the same year as Don, and then Jamarius Brown. Those three,
Yeah, JB. Yeah.
2022, were from the cut. Were Dante Bray and Jamarius Brown from Moss Point. They were
And then
Dandy Dozen.
the next year with Jeffrey Rush. Uh,
Waller. from
Jamonte
Picayune,
Waller, yeah.
and Chris Davis. So the defensive
Chris
lineman, and
Davis,
then
the
Chris
running back.
Davis, and then
Yeah.
last year was just one, and that was
That's the Knights,
Deuce.
the Dark Knights, King Deuce.
Yeah.
So we keep us one every year, man, at least. Since 1980, but I said the coast has always had a dandy dozen, right? Since they started in what, 88, 89?
Uh, no,
Damn.
we have not, because he put on here, which is on SMACM's Facebook page. He put on there
Yeah.
13, 15, 17, 18, didn't have one, but we've had one. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20. So we've had one since 2019, which is McKinley Jackson, George County. Of course, he's with the Bengals NFL. So then you had
Yeah.
Justin Wally and then MJ Daniels of George County. So yes, we've had one every year since 2019
Let's go to
on there.
Smack and Pay. Let's go find it. Let's go find Smack
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah. Because
Go
I
look.
shared it. What did Thomas say? Bing, I want you.
All right, can y'all see that? You can see that?
I could. Oh, my on the computer. Yes. Well, I'm looking at my computer, which is, yeah, I can see it on my computer, which is on your phone. So yes, you can see.
Yeah, we got it good. We good. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
there
can
it
see.
is right there. 1989 was the first year, and then pretty much the 90s and the 2000s. Look, there we got current head coaches out there right now that was Dandy Dozens. Check out Kevin Fan right there, Miles Pong.
Yes.
Who else on there we know? Dude, Seneca Taylor got a son that's playing ball now. That Mall Point probably had somebody every year look like almost.
Yeah, like I say, they have the most players in the NFL. I know when I posted it and on their page, they were trying to dispute the fact. They said it should be like 20, which again, if you look it up, it says 19. I mean, if it changes, some of them said 21, 22. They were naming off a few players.
They
But
probably just thought somebody was a Dandy Dozen or what. These
well,
folks
no,
know.
in the players in the NFL, that is, because they have the most players in the NFL, most point.
Yeah.
They just say they have more than what it said. So I see
Well,
Kyle Bennett there with Warrior Nation. Yes, Coach Ladner, like I say, he's looking to. But they were one of the dark horses. That was Boz's pick, not mistaken. That D'Iberville, could grab one of the top two spots. They finally made the playoffs last year in his third season. Coach Ladner.
yeah. We got shout out my boy Brian. Brian, I know you coming with us to Meridian. I know you're gonna be there with us, man. You see, I'm ready. You see, I'm ready. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice.
yeah, man. They see what's going on, man. You see what type of activity is going on now. Yeah, they know what it is. They know
Well,
what
I
my
do.
heart pump though, man. They know what my heart pump. They know what I pump. They know I'm blue and gold to my soul. They know what it is. We ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? They know what it is. Let me start acting green. Yeah, Lorenzo
Uh,
said the region that Poplarville going to be tough, yet fun region. Cal Bennett confirmed. The fourth one is, I guess, and he's saying St. Pat's or Van Cleve. Yeah, them two. And boy,
so
Titus
here's
Barrett said Goshe going back to state. Book it. What else we got? Checking my dog out months. See, hey, that's what I can say about teammate because he was a senior and I was a freshman. Well, I was on the team with him. I had the pleasure to be on the team with him, the great Muncie Jones. Put some respect on his name. Go look him up. Google him. You
let
know
me
what's
put on
going on.
my
Shout out
big
Dave
game
Biloxi.
my big game visor that I got from Bingo.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
So
Yeah, yeah, all
we're
about
gonna be
that
with
yellow
your
roll.
hat, and I'm gonna be seeing about producing some coach football drip from Big Game Brand. Don't you got a website that's up and active, Bingo? What
Uh,
big game?
it's not up and active, but we getting there. We
Okay.
trying to. I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek of it. Oh, hold on. Let me let you look at it real quick. Get a little sneak peek of it. Just a little sneak peek of it.
But yeah, glad everybody is joining us tonight again. Just kind of say, hey, let's do a live stream tonight. It's been a couple weeks since media day, and of course that Coach Football Facebook page. I've been posting videos. There it is. Big game.
Yeah, this little website we got going on right here. You'll be able to come on here and order your uniforms. You know, all your merch. It's still in the work. We haven't went live with it yet, man. Pushing for time. Can't. There's just so much going on right now, man. But yeah, we are a
Yeah.
manufacturing distribution company. We produce products from leather to polyester to you name it. We producing it. You a boxer? We got boxing gloves. We got fashion
Yeah,
gloves.
there
You
you
want?
go. Like I
We
say,
got
it's more than just
everything.
uniforms. It's those kind of
Yeah,
shirts right there. That's
man. We got it all. Batting gloves, baseball players. You know. We got catching gloves, baseball players. Big game is, we really trying to, evolve as a company and I'm trying to show folks I'm taking this serious as a business. I stand behind my products and my brand, and this is a coast-based product. We were born and built right here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and this is who we are right here. We big game. As you see, we big game.
yeah. I like it. I like it.
Right. So when the website go live, we'll be able to do a lot more things. You'll be able to go on here and put your order in, customize your own uniform, all that. But yeah, we haven't went live yet, so we're still in the building process right now. This little something, man. Yeah, the process right now. It's my
But
boy
yeah,
Dustin Sullivan. What up, twin? David Andrews said everybody knew who Matt is putting first. It starts with a G and it ends with a port.
do what? Oh,
He said, yeah, they say you pulling for Gulfport to win 7A, Matt.
oh no, I'm not
Oh,
necessarily pulling.
you ain't you say you are fair and impartial. You're not picking
Correct.
sides. Yeah, you just here.
Correct. I'm here for the 25 coast teams.
I've heard that. I
So, but
Man, he
no,
know what it is.
I'm
C squad to
now.
tour job.
Did
He did
I
a second. They know what it is.
did I pick Gulfport to beat Ocean Springs last year? I believe I did to do that. So, but to win the region this year, I mean it. Man, I mean with Biloxi with their quarterback there and the Iberville. I mean, Ocean Springs has the players now. Don't get me wrong. Solomon Baggett, came over from Gaucher, and you got was it 9 starters coming back on defense? Of course, they're losing Osama. They lost him with his 25 sacks, but I mean they are loaded. Ocean Springs is loaded. Gulfport is loaded. They got their quarterback Nettle, who just won 601 Elite. Wyatt Davis there, the former PRC quarterback. Last time the PRC beat Picayune, he was quarterback. He's doing a great job there with the quarterbacks in the state. That's Wyatt Davis. So it's all up for grabs. I mean, I know Ocean Springs has won 4 straight in that
Yeah,
region,
I see
but
why they
Gulfport,
gloat. I see why they gloat the way they do because man, to win 7A is tough. You see how hard it is to get to the state championship now. So to be able to win, not even just 7A, before even 7A even existed, we had 6A still the highest classification. To even win 6A at that time was even tough. Like, you know, can you imagine Picayune and Ocean Springs in the same district playing each other every year?
yeah, that is. They'll play this year. Of course, they're a non-region game,
Yeah, they
but it's
play every year. It seems like they I know since I know since Coach Bramlett been head coach, they've been on the schedule.
Yes, they have. I was looking to see exactly, and as Coach
You ain't
Pennock
got no
said, that you gotta, the coast has to basically step it up to compete with the north half of the 7A. To get past to get to the championship. Yes, Ocean Springs got to South State last year. That was great. Just need
But
to get it.
nobody expected them to do. You think about how they season started out last year. Them folks started out like 1-4 before, and then they start district and just didn't lose all of when they played D'Iberville and the first district game, and they ran that all the way through South State. So they
Well, yeah, they
ran up
haven't
against
lost
Brandon.
24 games, 24 region games. They have won. The last time that they lost was 2020, which happened to be the COVID year, and they lost to Harrison Central, uh,
Mm,
35-28 at Ocean Springs. That was the
mm,
last region game that they had lost.
uh,
So, and D'Iberville won that region that year under Coach Larry Dolan, who won a state championship. I was there at Forest County and has since left Forest County. I mean, he went to a couple other schools, but now he is at Greene County
and so
with the top wide receiver.
yeah,
So,
yeah. My boy Dustin Sullivan said he hopefully I'm sure he's talking about St. Mark's football culture over the past, and he's saying hopefully the culture change soon. Good picture. Take another. Um, Thomas
yes.
Lambert is what you say, Matt?
No, I'm just saying, unfortunately, St. Martin, had the last time they were in 2020, they were in the playoffs. That was the last time they were in the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs 5 times since 1981. So this needs to be a little bit more often. And they got a good group of class, like say the Sullivan twins and the players that were at the media days. They did a great interview, and they're ready to do something this year.
Yeah, shout out
They
to
are
my boy
definitely
Zay
ready.
Wiggins. Shout out to my boy Jaden Curtis. They got some talent there, man. Like they got players. Like they just need. Like I don't know what it is, man. I swear I don't. I don't know what it is, man. You
I don't
know,
know. Like I say, they're on that losing streak of region
ain't got nothing
games.
but $4.
They haven't won a region game since 2021. And that was against Hancock.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. But yeah, Thomas Lambert is the son of Angela Lambert. He said, "I'm her son." Laughing out loud. Bingo. I wanna y'all thoughts on Job Lambert for Poplarville. That 6'2", 300 pound coming into this season with 87 tackles last season. Y'all seen that boy? He's a big one. Uh, yeah, he Poplarville. They should repeat, man. Like they got the players. Like they won with a bunch of sophomores last year. Like, come on, y'all got it's on y'all this year. Joe
are they?
need to get out there and get 100 tackles and some more sacks and all that. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I mean, Poplarville's in the 5-team division. Unfortunately, with 4 of them make the playoffs, they have Columbia, Lawrence County, Macomb, South Pike, and Poplarville. So, of course, Columbia has been, who beat them a couple years ago, but they have, and then last year, Greene County beat them. So, Poplarville, they don't have to win the regions. It's nice to, but they got the gold ring and the gold ball.
Mhm.
So, Poplarville, are they gonna beat Picayune? They host Picayune.
It's gonna be a good one now. That's why I got to get my boy Clay up and going, man. Y'all gonna see they finna have that live production coming over
I
there.
just
We
saw
finna get.
that. I was wondering if they're going to have it this year.
Yeah,
And
it's working. They like he working on it. It's coming, so we'll be able to see Picayune live games, and that's gonna be great.
yeah, well, no, he's going to have that thing where he talks to the coaches. Didn't I see that?
Oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
co-
yeah, yeah, yeah. To meet the like they start out their kickstart the season. Yeah, they are. I might go out to
yeah,
that because he invited me to it. I might go out there, man. You want to ride with me?
I know it's a. I'm trying. I'm gonna go to there talking ball, y'all. When they're meet the no, I don't want meet the tide. Where? Well, I guess it's not where I saw it somewhere. Now I can't find it on Talking Ball page, so it must not be. It must be on a different page. I was trying to find out because I know I saw that they were going to have it.
Well, while you doing that, I'm gonna read more comments.
Okay.
My boy Lorenzo said, I got Friday nights off this year. I'm going to try what I did with Gaucher football season this year. I had fun going live and broadcasting the games. Last night live, you did, because, Gaucher unfortunately don't have live streams. So therefore, we have to rely on people like Lorenzo to go live at these games. So shout out to Lorenzo. I'm gonna be relying on you, man, because I ain't gonna be able to see my Gators this year. I'm gonna be with the Greyhounds exclusive this season. So I need whatever you need. You need some better camera footage or angle or something, man. Let me know. All right.
So I used with me being here at the headquarters, that's why I need to send out
Yes,
my
leave my
game
phone alone.
updates on the on Clay's Sweet page, his own Facebook page. He said August 26th, the annual Talking Ball Pigskin preview at Champion Sports Bistro. More details to come, but so it's August 26th, which is, man, that's right there. Obviously Tuesday before the season starts. But I know
It's so
I
much
thought
going on.
yeah, yes. So I know I saw a flyer or a graphic somewhere, but that gives you an idea of 26. So Picayune, Talking Ball, y'all, he has, usually PRC, the junior college. He has Picayune, P the Blue Devils at John Feast. I would think he would be there, but I can't find where the flyer is. But yes, it's everything's going on, which is good. It's good. And we're right there in the mix with it, as your little
Right.
clip it video said. That what'd you say about the content? That you'll be lost in the sauce. That's how
Yeah.
like.
You better get out here
And
and find you some
hey,
motion, man. Better find you some. Look at sir.
uh,
Leave my phone alone.
so but yeah, we just been on about an hour 15 minutes. So we're gonna. What time is it? 8:30. So yeah, saw
Shit.
the great comments, and again,
Boy.
with Boz joining us with, like I said, media days. I'll be posting the last 50 pictures tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I posted George County interview tonight, and I believe I posted something else that went while we were online. I don't know exactly, I forget what it was, but anyways, but
Warrior
Bingo
Nation in the
Media.
building, as Coach Bennett said. My boy Kenny said, I need a Poplarville camo number 4 jersey. Seriously. He ready to go to
Yeah,
war.
as he saw your website, that's what he was getting it from. He
He
saw a
know what it
camo
is.
on the
He
website.
knows how to at me. Yeah, just holler at me. Just get with me. I got you. We got Roy said talk about speed. Speedy or speed? You know. Lorenzo said always got that many coming back. The is now for them. I guess he said the time is now. Scott Titus said going to be hard to beat Brandon, I'm guessing, with Lance Poe being head coach. He ain't out there playing. Nobody worry about no Lance Poe. The best coach that's left. You ain't worry about no Lance Poe. All right. He said it again, I guess. Okay, he wrote it over. He said it's going to be hard to beat Brandon with their new head coach, Lance Poe from South Panola. Lorenzo says, see non-district games count, but district matter more. Those are the games where you got to get hot at the right time of the season. Facts. But David Ainsworth says St. Martin is about who you know, not what you can do. The starting lineups are rarely the best players. Yikes. Yeah. Titus said Gaucher versus Picayune for South State 6A. Man, we done seen that before. Give me
Yeah.
PTSD thinking about that. uh Josh Abercrombie said, thank you guys for what y'all do. Shout out to you, Josh. Appreciate you for tuning in and watching us, man. People like you
Yes.
make us get online and do this every time.
Just like I put on, on the Facebook page, at it's uh, a fan run by a fan for the fan. So I mean, Bingo's a fan, I'm a fan. We're all of coach football. We just like to get on here and keep everybody. And it's great how Boz has his thing, Bingo has his thing, I have my thing, and we can come together to collaborate to make one big light shining on everybody. With your videos and my stats, and it's just it's great to get that involvement with everybody, with all the fans. We certainly appreciate it.
Well, like I said, we most definitely growing on coach football with a lot of new platforms popping up and showcasing our kids. And but you know what I'm saying, I just want to let all the new guys know that's coming out, all these new platforms. Don't just be trying to be all up under the superstar kids just because they got motion. Share that light with a lot of kids that need it. It's a lot of them that need it that don't get the attention that they deserve. Shine your light on them. Put them in front of that camera. The kids that are already superstars and stuff, they don't need all that attention. They got it. When they got it, they don't need us no more like that because everybody's going to be coming from them every which way. We need to find those kids that don't have that spotlight and put it on them. So always be cognizant about that whenever y'all out there.
Yeah, well said, Bingo. And also, just to add to that, I did have somebody contact me or DM me about wanting to share highlights. He said, "How much would it cost you to share my highlights?" Like, what? I said, "I'm not.
Right.
I'm not going to charge." He said somebody charged him $40 to share his highlights, and he hasn't done anything. I said, "No." I said, "You don't." No, I said, "Let me have your highlights." I said, "What team do you want to go to?" Now I don't do it for because it's hard. What team do you? And he named a team, and I said, okay, I'll tag, and I did. I tagged a coach, two coaches, that position player, whatever position he played, and I tagged them, in it. As far as highlights, I mean, that's all much I
Mhm.
can do. I'm not going to call the coach up, but that's just worth, for the young kids out there. Unfortunately, there will be people, hey man, give me $10, $20, I'll share your highlight, I'll get you, on this team, and I mean, I would suggest not to pay you just to have somebody. You can send it to me at Coach Football on X. Then I got Mississippi JUCO report. I mean, JUCO college is nowadays, where to go with social media. You go play anywhere, is you'll get highlighted. So, like I say, and also keep your be it TikTok or X, Facebook. I say clean. I mean, you don't want to post stuff because coaches do look at that. Coaches
Yeah.
look at what you post on there, and that's just what happens. So and how you talk to coaches or recruiters. I've gotten messages, unfortunately. You know, hey, share this. Hey, share my highlights. Like hey, bro, share my highlight. No, don't come don't come at like that, Be
Mhm.
polite and
Tactful.
considerate, and hey, will you
Look
take a look at
tactful.
my highlights? Yes. So there's enough to go around. Believe me, again with social media, kids that playing D1, you don't have to play D1. You can play D3 and still go, if you want to get it to that next level. So
Yeah.
certainly appreciate everything you do, Bingo and Boz, and like again, all of us
Appreciate
come
you too,
together,
Matt.
and also with again mentioned Clay, mentioned all these other entities out there with the news sources, WLOX, WXXV, with their stuff. It's great.
Oh,
It's great.
most
We got,
definitely.
like
And
I say,
long
things
live Derek
coming.
Forehand. Long live Derek Forehand. We're gonna forever keep Derek's spirit lifted up in our hearts and minds. He was one of the people that joined us on Friday nights to talk football, coach football. As you know, he tragically passed away from cancer earlier this year. So me and Matt made it our business to keep his legacy alive here on coach football. And you know, long live Derek Forehand.
Yeah, he was the Iberville announcer, and he did the podcast for the Iberville with again aforementioned talking ball, y'all. He interviewed the coaches and all that, so it will
Mhm.
be a loss. I mean, it won't be forgotten. He played football for the Iberville, number 8, and I used to see him, at Gulf Coast because that's where he went up there and was a part of the chain gang. So he will be missed on that. So thank you for reminding us about Jeremy Forehand there.
Yeah,
Um,
most definitely. We
Bingham.
got some more comments coming in before we ended up. Titus said Ocean Springs versus Brandon, South State 7-8. Brandon won't make it there this year, dog. New head coach, he got to come in and change everything up.
They won't make it this year, dog. It's gonna be Greyhounds all the way. We chucking.
Well, I mean,
Chucking.
Greyhounds, Gulfport, Biloxi,
Either way.
Iberville. As
Whoever.
long as the coast team makes it. I know you got Ocean Springs gear on, and that'll be great if Ocean Springs can make it. That'll be
I
great
don't
if,
care.
as long as
Yeah.
somebody make. That'll be great if Gulfport versus Ocean Springs in South State.
Ooh, man, you know that game, bro. Everybody and their mama from the coast will be there.
That'll be like the Hornet Bowl one that I went to. They had Hornet Bowl
Yeah.
2, but the Hornet Bowl 1 with East Central
In
and
Poplarville.
Poplarville. I mean, that was
Yeah.
at South State, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, to
Crazy.
have
I seen
have
Tony
any two
Brown.
coast teams.
I seen
Oh yeah,
Tony Brown the
touchdown, Tony
other day.
Brown.
Yeah, seen him the other day. Yeah, matter of fact, ran into him.
Yeah, you did
Ran
say you saw him. That he needs to show
Mhm.
his play. I mean,
And he said
he
he
set some
done.
records.
He did. Gatorade Player of the Year, but was bad. But they let that shoulder not win out in that state championship. East Central would be a
Yeah,
state
that was
champion right now.
unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, Lorenzo said, I got you, bingo. Matter of fact, when I leaned back up for a state and meet Matt for the first time, I told him I was who I was. First thing he said to me was, "Hey, you got your voice back because of the Gaucher." Yeah, well, I thought you must have had COVID or something. That man was sick.
And it was great to meet the people that I see, on there. So it certainly appreciate that. I get to the state championship games and some South State games, and so talking about touchdown, Tony Brown, he's second behind Cam Thomas of Picayune with 3,317 yards rushing in a season. Cam has a record on the coast with 3,517, and
Yeah.
then the rushing touchdowns, Cam has the most at 48, which was a state high that
Man,
year.
that
But
kid
touchdown
went
Tony
crazy.
Brown, why you call him touchdown Tony? 2017, 45 touchdowns. The year before that, 2016, 41 touchdowns. So back to back, 41 touchdowns and 45 touchdowns that's why you call him touchdown Tony Brown for East Central. And yeah, they got hurt early in that championship. He scored a touchdown in that game,
Mhm.
and unfortunately he went out. So yeah, that's the record book. To get into record books, you got to get at least 20 rushing touchdowns. So that's my record book that I have.
Yeah. Josh
Unofficially that I
Abercrombie
start.
said Tony Brown and Austin Bolton went tit for tat in the Hornet Bowl.
Yeah, I rewatched it. I share it on occasions. Again, going back to Talking Ball, they had the production company there that live stream that did the video of it. I watched it again. I shared it. It comes down to the end. I could tell you who wins, of course, because it's
You
over
want to
with.
bet?
But yeah, but yes, that was Austin Bolton. With Tony Brown had 45 touchdowns in 17. Austin Bolton with Poplarville, he had 30 touchdowns
Classic
uh,
game.
that year. Not in that game, but yeah, in the year. So
Yeah, that
yes,
was a classic game, that Hornet Bowl. That was a classic game. It was a good game.
it was. So we're looking to get a 7-8, two 7-8 teams together from the coast. That would be.
That'd be
I don't care. I
crazy.
don't care who it is. For me, I know.
Yeah.
People
Oh
want
my
Ocean
goodness,
Springs,
that'd be
Gulfport,
crazy.
Biloxi, Diaville. Hey, Coach Quincy may come up there with
Right.
West Harrison and
Like I
share. Now they're
say,
gonna have.
Gaucher did it. They in Picayune. They played. There was two coach teams that played each other
Yes.
on South State against each other. Like that was the closest we got to it. I think like two coach teams, if I'm not mistaken, in recent
Yes.
years.
Yes. And recent as far as the big class, we have not. We have that'll be some. I would have to dig because you would have to go back. The last time a team won in a big class, I think it was Moss Point or somebody back then when they were the highest classification, which might have been 5A. I would have to go back and look and see. But yeah, it would be real. The coach would have something to say about it if we can get
Mhm.
any of those
Man, who is
teams.
this? The real Gazebo Gazette. You know what it is? He said, "Let me know
Yeah,
if
he
y'all would
was.
like me on to give my take."
Yeah, that's a gentleman that was at the media day. The one that gave you his card that didn't have a card for me. What's his I draw a blank on his name. I'm sorry but you know what I'm saying? He was there asking some questions. He covers, like Pass Christian, Hancock Bay in that
I missed
area.
day one. I wasn't there for day one.
Oh, well, that's why. Well, no,
Mhm.
he's still gay. Okay, I thought he was there the next day. And didn't you get a card from somebody, a business card? Or you
I
didn't?
don't know,
Okay.
man. I don't be knowing, man. I
All
be out of
right.
my mind sometimes.
But
My boy Titus
anyway,
said, "Give us y'all South State predictions for the South half for 7A 4A."
man, I mean, the 14, I say it's the four teams between Ocean Springs, Gulfport, Biloxi,
Yeah, I
D'Iberville.
real. That's it.
Nothing against Harrison Central, St. Martin, West Harrison, but I think it's going to be those four there. And Gulfport has to go to Ocean Springs. Is this the year that Coach Pinnock finally beats his former team in Ocean Springs? You know, D'Iberville has great players there. Coach Ladner made the playoffs last year. You got Wally. You got the linebacker there. All these players' names that made uh, pre-state all team. And I'm drawing a blank on his name, but D'Iberville, you know, is there. But the team to beat is Ocean Springs. I mean, Ocean Springs, they won it four straight. They've won 24 straight region games as against your, you know, fellow region teams, obviously. So right now, Ocean Springs is the favorite to go five in a row. Of course, Stone has the record for six straight regions wins in a row. Picayune has four straight
Man,
regions in a row.
you already
But
know. If Coach Bramlett was the one that knew that Stone had the most region titles, then you can bet your bottom dollar he watching to see that they got the six, and he going for it, man. How did he of all people, man, knew that?
that surprised me when we talked to Coach Bramlin earlier. And in fact, it was the toughest schedules that we
Yeah,
did that
I
show.
don't know
And
how he knew that,
and
man.
he came out, and because that's what I asked you, who's won the most region titles and surprisingly, most people don't know is Stone. They don't realize that
Yeah,
Stone has 11 region titles. I mean, they just don't. It's been a little bit now. I say it's been a little bit. They did win a region title here recently in Stone, but yes, for Coach Bramlett to know that kind of bumped him up in my book as a stat person. So to know that the last time was actually 2022 when Stone won their last region title. But then before that, it was 1994. So it was a little bit of distance between there. But Stone
yeah.
has won six region uh, in a row as far as six. And they won in 80, they actually won in 84. They lost in 85. So if they would have won that one, what could have, would have, should have. They won in 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. They didn't win in 92. They won in 93, 94. So you could imagine if they would have hooked it
Man,
together and won in 85 and then 92,
I
three,
wonder what
four,
happened
five,
in
six, seven.
'92.
And, you know, that's just great what they did. People again don't realize that. That's why I try to, I say not to say forget the past. They um Stone, that was the crazy because they were they were four, no, they were 2-4, so they weren't even close. South Jones and Columbia were 5-1 in that region. It was a crazy region in '92. You had South Jones, Columbia, Petal, Collins, Greene County, Oak Grove, and Stone. That was kind of weird. 4A District 6. So in
Yeah.
1992, that's the year they did not win, but they hooked up, before and after from 86 all the way to 91. So again, both Picayune has four in a row and Ocean Springs. And I have a special graphic that I'll be posting again and leading up to it probably next week.
What's so
Again, I have a
special
lot of
about it, man?
um, it has a different logo to it. It has a different. I could send it to you. It has a like a Rush logo. The Ocean Springs. It's different. It's just not a regular helmet per se. It's not
Mm.
a regular helmet. Just
Coach,
like the teams.
look what
What's
Jacob
that
Owen
say?
said. He
What
said,
is?
Gulfport seems to be ready for a breakout season. Ocean Springs has past success on their side. Can Gulfport find a way to win the district? It's the ball's in Gulfport's court. Like, like we know we
I've been
know what you, like we
for two
you feel
years.
yeah.
2 years I've been picking Gulfport. I picked them the first year to beat Ocean Spring as far as the game wise,
That's
and I
why they don't
picked
like you
them.
in Ocean Springs, man.
I know. I know. I think they do like me because I but I'm not picking against Ocean. Now, last year I did pick against Ocean Springs, but
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I say this year is Gulfport, Gulfport year. I'm not saying that.
It's tough this year. Like whoever,
I mean they
of
got
course you give the Greyhound the nod because they're the defending four-time, four straight region champs. But you got teams that are. I'm not playing when I say Gulfport, Biloxi, and D'Iberville. Like they on their heels. Like they on their heels. Like OS got to just stay consistent and keep doing what they doing. They can't find no they can't let no team find no little crack in their in breaking their foundation. Like it can be gone just like that. But I'm just what I'm saying. Like them folks so well prepared, man. Like you'll see.
yes, and just because they won four straight in a row, if they didn't have as many key returners, and then they add Salomon Baggett who come over from Gaucher,
Yeah.
the Swiss Army. He's a great player there. If they would have came back with one or two returning starters out of the 22, 11 on defense, 11 on offense, and Gulfport came back with 15 starters out of 22, Gulfport is
And
favorite
D'Iberville
to win.
also. D'Iberville had
Yeah,
all
so
the stars coming
just
back.
because a team, won, just like Poplarville, I don't have Poplarville ranked number one in the
Right.
coach rankings. Again, that's my rankings. We'll see what the other five people say. But just because they won the state championship, now they're in my top five right now. I mean, I've kind of switched it from day to day, Poplarville. But just because they won the state championship doesn't put you at number one in at least
Yeah.
the coach rankings. So Ocean Springs has the players coming back, a lot of starters coming back. Gulfport has a great quarterback, has a running back, and we saw him at media
They
day,
got all
has
the
has
pieces
some
coming
players
back.
coming back. The defensive line, you heard Coach Bramlett, Coach Pennock say what you asked him. I watched the video. What he's most pleased with, or whatever how you worded it. He said the defensive line. Now he did say
Hmm.
the secondary was kind of, I don't say weak, but you still got who's that? Felden, their all-star player back there for Gulfport. But if you want to say,
Oh,
I say
Jordan.
weak, but
Yeah.
is lesser player. So Gulfport can easily beat Ocean Springs, but Ocean Springs is the favorite. The players they have coming back
It's gonna come down to
are,
coaching.
yes, to make the right calls at the right time.
It's gonna come
Again,
down to coaching.
Biloxi with their quarterback, Coach Dubose his second season. His quarterback because you have him on your 7-17.
Best in the
So,
state. Best on the coast, in the
and
state, the
what's his name?
nation, all that. Jordan Ramsey. Get to know
Jordan
him.
Ramsey.
Yeah.
D'Iberville,
Yeah.
Wally. We already have a
Yeah.
Wally in the NFL from
Yeah.
D'Iberville.
And Ocean
So,
Springs, you got Hayden Chalmers. No, I keep saying Hayden Chalmers. That's both of them, both brothers' names. It's two brothers, Hayden
uh,
and Chalmers. Their last name is Berglund. So you got Chalmers Berglund, the quarterback. That's Ocean Springs starting quarterback, 10th grade. Hayden Chalmers Berglund. The brother name is Hayden Berglund. He is the stout D1 tight end, getting all the D1 offers right now as a tight end. So they're two brothers, the Berglund brothers. You'll see a lot of them this year. One's quarterback, one's a receiver, one's a sophomore, one's a senior.
man.
Oh,
So,
spring,
yes.
and then you got to think they lost the team. They lost the players that they lost. The few they lost from seniors, but their ninth grade team from last year went undefeated and won the championship. So now you get all those ninth graders up to become sophomores now, and they're already filling in perfectly in positions that they needed them in. Delaney Waltmans, the Landon Donalds, the who else they got? Their kicker. Man, they got key pieces. All the quarterback, Chalmers. Like you got yeah. I like what I
Yeah,
see over there.
they are. Like I say, they, if I had to pick, here before on the 13th of August, who was going to win the region, I would lean toward Ocean Springs. But let's get a little bit closer, and I'd put Gulfport right there, uh, and they'll be tested, like I said, the first
Oh
week
yeah,
with
man. Them four
Picayune.
games, them three teams, like you said, Ocean Springs can't. They for one, they can't let team. They got to get past the big dogs, the Gulfports, the D'Iberville, the Biloxi. and they can't let teams sneak them like the Harrison Centrals, the West Harrisons, or the St. Martins. Like you got to keep the main thing, and just handle the business. Like that's why they got that tough non-region schedule, man, against the Meridians, the Petals, the Pascagoulas, the Picayunes. Like
Yeah, back to
gutless.
back
Yeah,
at
gutless.
Pascagoula. And Pascagoula, I know we haven't really talked about them too much tonight in the hour and a half we've been on, but Pascagoula, I have them. I've been switching the ranking. I mean, I have them in the top five. I mean, they have a lot of returners coming back. When I asked Coach Sims, which tomorrow I think I'm posting his interview. I have some clips of him, but I'm posting his interview tomorrow. And he asked him. I asked him how many returners you have coming back. As I asked every coach. And he's it would have been easier to say who wasn't a returner starter because he named off all these. I mean,
Mhm.
it was a lot of players coming back for Pascagoula, and Pascagoula is, I feel, legit. And I mean, at the start of it, had him at the top at rank number one, but since then they've kind of floundered between 1 and 5, at least in my rankings. Again, we have
Yeah,
5 other people that will rank, but yes, Pascagoula has a lot of returning players, and they are going to be a menace there. Yeah, I know they lost Silas Quarter to QB1 with all those records and stuff, but they had a quarterback that came in there and threw over 300 yards against Hancock, and they have a list of players on Pascagoula
they
that
loaded.
are
Pascagoula
coming
got it,
back. So,
and they
but
always got it.
yes, but we were I went to Pascagoula because Ocean Springs is at Pascagoula and at Picayune to wind
It's
out
gonna be
the
some good
non-region
games there,
region
boy.
games. But the good thing, they'll come back at home, back-to-back games. Who they host? Biloxi, who's a we talk, and then
Homecoming.
who after that? Gulfport. So
Yeah,
back-to-back home games against two of the teams that are going to be in the playoffs. And then you go to D'Iberville, Warrior Stadium, renovated or not. The Warrior fans are there. I've been there, and I've been to every stadium, but they are really loud and proud there at Warrior Stadium, and that really will get you going there as Ocean Springs will come in there. And then they have the off week. I mean, that was a good time and off week for Ocean Springs. And then they're at West Harrison, Coach Quincy, the toughest coast schedule as I had them ranked. And then they host where at Harrison Central, and then at St. Martin, the last game of the season. That is Ocean Springs schedule. But yes, at Meridian, Thursday night kickoff, prime time. You'll be there. I'll be at Gulf
no,
Coast, and we may do it live that night. Fans may have to. I know it'll be a Thursday night, but Ocean Springs goes up to Meridian. See how that goes. Who knows? We might pop in a
I might
live. I
go
know people.
live. Yeah, I might go live when I get there.
Yeah, and then that Friday, we kick off with the other games, the 15 other games. So it'll be action packed, but we still got a few weeks to get there. We got a lot of build up that we'll be having a lot coming to you. So is that
Yeah.
the end of the comments or pretty much?
Lorenzo said he hate to be the bearer of bad news, but OS is the only team on the Gulf Coast region in 7A that can get past the first round in the playoffs.
I can't argue with that because Gulfport did not and has not the last few years. I believe it's been, I don't want to guess. I'll tell you, it's been a little bit since Gulfport has won a playoff game, and as Coach Pennock said at the media day that they were there. They were leading these games and just couldn't finish it. They have 2019. They have
Mm.
lost five straight. In that game in 2019, who they beat? George County. That's when I think an extra point or something would have filled. It was 20-19. Gulfport beat George County. That was the last playoff game they won. They ended up losing to Oak Grove the next week, 42-24. And then they have lost 5 straight playoff games. Of course, 2 under Coach uh, Pennock. And it was 17-13. They lost to Pearl in 23. And then last year, 20-17 against Petal.
Mm.
So you talk about a one-score game, both games, and they were leading. So I'm hoping with the comment there about, get past the first round. Unfortunately, last year, D'Iberville didn't get past the first round. They were in the playoffs last year. And then the other team, of course, was Biloxi, who, again, played, what was that, Oak Grove. And they hung with them till halftime. And then they lost to Oak Grove, Biloxi did. So, yeah, Social Springs was the only one to win last year, round one. In fact, obviously, winning round two and getting to South State. So,
Yeah. Titus said that Pedal versus Ocean Springs game in week 2 is going to be fire. I agree.
yeah, Pedals.
Bruce, our buddy Bruce Thornton from George County said George County kicker got injured and backup missed extra point.
Yeah, I knew Bruce would know, as we talked about it before on his show, and that's what he brings. Yes, they did, and George County ended up losing, and Gulfport won that game. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Ocean Springs, like I say, we'll have Pedal.
Shout out to Bruce.
Yeah, we hopefully he'll come back, with a podcast on. We didn't even mention 228. I don't know if what the deal is with that.
The matter of fact, the other day, yesterday, I think Jamie Foster, the founder owner, he made a post and said that he has Brett Merrill will be taking over the day-to-day operations and duties of 228 Sports, and Jamie is going to stay in the advisory role. So pretty sure 228 lives on. It's like cockroaches. You can't kill nothing around here, man. So it's gonna live on.
Yep.
So shout out to Brett. You know.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
It's good to have again another format
Platform.
there.
Yeah.
We mentioned so many of them tonight, and then the teams that have live streams, and of course, Wayne, who I call Gulf Coast with, he covers Stone, and I believe this year they're going to YouTube to stream they've been streaming their games off of iPad on Facebook, but they're going to YouTube. Of course, Pascagoula, live streams their games. Picayune live streams their games.
Well, they actually don't. This is gonna be their first year.
Who?
Picayune.
No, they have. Well, it's been on NHFS, but no, I tell you, Talking Ball did live stream the road games, I want to say.
Yeah.
But it's been on there.
It's coming though. Play Sweets is in the works.
D'Iberville live stream their games.
They do.
Van Cleve does. Of course, Ocean Springs, obviously, they're with Shep. He does that games.
Moss Point, they live stream their games. A lot of people don't even know it, but they games. Yeah, they live stream their games too.
I need to, because that's me at the headquarters. I got 4 or 5 games in my ear and watching, trying to get updates and send it out and the fans send me scores. I certainly appreciate that. Friday nights is kind of wild here at the Coast Football headquarters with all these games being live streamed. Hancock does their home games. Of course, PRC does not. Poplarville that's a Talking Ball app. They have on the app you can download for free to listen to their games. They don't live stream video wise. Biloxi, I want to say Gulfport did or does probably. I know I've watched it, so I was only assuming they're coming back to live stream.
Yeah, Gulfport got them in Ocean Springs live stream their game. They got their own channel thing that they do their stuff.
Yeah. West Harrison does not. Long Beach, I want to say I did catch some live streaming before.
It's coming. I guarantee you. Before you know it, every team on the I don't like the fact that the schools are buying into Huddle and just doing the Huddle thing. Because me personally, man, like y'all are missing out on funds for your athletic program by doing that. When you can really just invest in the live streaming and be able to sell ads and sponsorships and stuff like that, and you'll get those views, monetizations, and all that stuff. Like, I need the world to get caught. I need the coast and the state of Mississippi to get caught up with what the future is. Like, we don't got to wait for the future to get here to get caught up to it. We can get involved in this stuff right now. You have people who know this stuff like now that want to get it out there. Like, I want us to have this, like
If I don't want it, Matt want it. If Matt don't want it, Shabazz want it. Like we want us to have this because it helps us do our jobs more effective, and we can be able to cover all the players and the whole coast in the general. We're just focusing on ourselves as getting lighted, getting that light shine on them, like Matt say, and that's what it's all about. Using that platform to shine the light on kids that need to be seen, heard, and noticed, and that's what we're doing here at Coast Football.
Yes, it is. It most is shining a light. Like I say, on the star players there, so you got a star QB1. Well, he has to be throwing the ball to somebody. So they're going to
Right.
look at the receivers. He has to be standing up to be able to throw it, looking at the offensive linemen. So again, we trying to shine the light on everybody, especially those who may not get the full effect
Right.
of it. But again, you shine a light on one, you shine a light on all, and it will
Right.
cover the other players.
Yeah, I'm a
And
military. I'm an Army vet, and I was an NCO sergeant, and then I saw in the NCO creed you had a little part at the end that said, "I will be fair and impartial when recommending both rewards and punishments." You know, you got to have that's a philosophy of life. Like just because that was something that they made up when I was in the military and our creed, if you use that concept in your everyday life, you will see how that's how you should make your decision. Use your discernment and make those decisions and make the right decisions.
yes, yes, it does certainly. So
Most definitely. Bruce said just doing the Friday Night Rebel broadcast this season, Matt.
doing what the rebel.
Broadcast this season. The Friday
Oh,
Night Rebel broadcast, like he always do.
oh, okay,
The voice
okay.
of George County.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. That's Coach Thornton. Yes, it's like I
Coach
say
Thornton.
even though I believe he said in coach football, he's coach all the other sports. But yes, I like talking to Coach Thornton there on the podcast that he did. Again, bringing up Jeremy Forehand, he was on there a whole bunch of
I
times. So
said Derek, didn't I? I said
yeah,
Derek earlier then. That man ain't dead. That man in Van Cleef. My bad, Derek. I met Jeremy. Why? I
uh,
mean, hey, I got too much on my mind, man. My bad, Derek. Derek over there, minding his business over there in Van. Gotta put that man in the grave, man.
no, it's Jeremy Forehand number 8 is what. Yes, unfortunately
Why
that.
you interrupt me, man? You can't let me go on like a fool,
No,
man. You
I
got to
came
stop me
back and
while I was there.
I did say Jeremy for once you said Derek. I didn't. I come back and did say Jeremy. So yeah, Jeremy won't be forgotten. So
Nah, you won't. Derek won't either. You won't either, Derek.
yeah, Derek won't. So, but yeah, at Van Cleve, they don't have a live stream. I mean, some schools just don't. Some schools don't want a live stream because I mean, there was
Yeah,
one school that did have a live stream, and they said no because they feel the fans are going to not come to the game. They can sit
and that
home
is
and
so
watch
not
it.
true. That is
Yeah,
so
that
not
that
true. That is
correct,
so
correct,
not true.
correct.
The people that gonna come to the game are gonna come to the game, and that's it. And the one like that live stream, once that game is on the internet, I can go home and watch it whenever I want. Them players gonna watch, they gonna dissect it, break it down, clip their little parts out. Man, you wake up the next morning, you got over 1,500 views, man, just that fast. Like it happens.
Uh, they
Like
need to if they need to know what to do, how to do it. I'd tell them to call Bingo, DM Bingo, and he'll try to get you to do not necessarily come to your school, but to say,
I
hey, how do we?
will.
I'm a school. How do I live stream again? That's all you really need is a like I say, Wayne up there at Stone was doing with an iPad. He had
Yeah.
and he was streaming it on Facebook. He
Yeah,
was
you gotta
getting.
find a way to get started, man. And then
It don't take a whole production. It don't take.
mm-mm.
Now top notch schools, and I'm gonna call out Ocean Springs again. They got a sideline. They got instant replay. I mean, that's to a whole new level. You don't have to do all that. That's nice, but just stay to score. If you don't have a scoreboard, stay to score once in a while, and uh, and just have a camera set up. That'll
Yeah,
be great. It's still yes, we still want fans to go to the games, and they still will. But
yeah,
it's great to have the atmosphere. Ain't nothing like the games, on the coast. I mean, it's nice. It's nice.
most definitely,
So
most definitely. Yep, that's all the question we got, man. You show everybody
Okay.
your gear you got, man. Show them your merch, man. Show them what you got. I don't even
I'm
think you
gonna.
said anything about it.
Well, no, I mean I put on my the hat. Of
You
course,
see
it's
my
big
boy.
from Big Game Media.
Yeah,
That's the hat there, and
it's
then
just big game brand. See how
I'm
he messed
sorry,
up and I fixed
big.
him. He could have
Oh
did
my
that to
God,
me earlier, y'all.
Big Game brand. I'm sorry, but where's it at?
There it is.
So that's the shirt with the at Coast Football with that on there.
Logo
That's
designed by Matt Stats himself.
yes, and then the of course we're looking at the different colors and so this is of course gonna have the same logo, but this is the hoodie. So I got a shirt, hoodie, got a visor with the Coast Football on there, and of course it has a tag in there, so there's
Yeah, we
no
official.
imitation. The Big
No.
Game brand.
Yeah, it's a
So
one of one. There's none yet. That's a one of
there's
one
none
set right
that
now.
yes. So thanks to the bingo, and like I say, he wears many hats, as you see with the Ocean Spray in his background with the bingo media and major, uh, you know, with the major
Major
media.
media, big game
Oh,
brand, bingo media.
I
It's a trifecta
mean,
over here. The
so
Lord give you everything in threes, and therefore He gave me those three business. You know, and I'm grateful for them, and they're very they're prospering and they're very fruitful. You know, and that's the only thing you can ask for in this crazy world that we live
yeah,
in. You know,
you trying to dig me out of my hole since, like I said, I've been there since 2010 and was I don't say by myself, but as far
you
as
about
with the Facebook page. And hey, I looked and see, I noticed we're just over a 9,600 followers on Facebook page. Like
yeah,
I still do it with if I had one follower. I did it with one
right.
follower, two follower, and so I mean I'm sure obviously you would think it's going to grow, or if it doesn't, that's fine. But the more kids that move up, the parents from ninth grade to 10th grade, they find it, and I've certainly appreciate it. And again, SMACM has their Facebook page, Bingo has his Facebook page, social media at Coast Football on X. I got that, and getting into somewhat TikTok, posting the media day videos there. So yeah, we're going. Bingo's pulling me out of my comfort zone as I'm an old man and been doing this since 2010 and calling games since 2005, and just I like what I do. I like you know to shine the light on the coast players, as they come up, and appreciate Bingo. Meeting him was great to meet him a few years ago, and we've been growing. So I know he's a busy man, so I appreciate him coming on the live stream. I wouldn't be doing this without him. So
You
we
sitting on a
certainly
gold
appreciate.
mine, man. You created coast football and made it a platform for us. So like
Yeah, that's what
I
I try to.
Ray, Ray Charles can see that, man, and he blind, deaf, and
Right.
crazy, and blind, deaf, and and he can see that this is a platform. This is something that you can have. Like a lot of folks don't have this right here, man.
Yeah,
Keep
that's what I
harping that.
try to do. Bingo is to have people come to the page and do I to where the one stop place. Let's go to Coast Football and see what this. I'm not going to go follow. I'm Dalville fan. I'm not going to go follow Van Cleve, Picayune, Pascagoula. Well, I am Coast Football. I follow everybody, and then bring it to one place and put it out. And then the stats. I like to have interesting stats, and then the rankings. And the picks, the Statman picks going into 10 years. Please no wagering. I mean, I've heard people down at certain workplaces use my picks to make friendly wagers amongst each other. Said, Statman put this team at this place. I'm going to take this team against. So it's all for fun. I do try to get the score right, but sometimes I'm way off. But it's always fun, and it's always a busy time of the year coming
Yeah,
up, and it's good. I'm glad everybody is here tonight. As again, approaching 2 hours here tonight on the Thursday night, ready for Friday and the weekend. And I'll be posting. I'm saying, what did I say Thursday night? It's a Wednesday night. Wednesday night, and appreciate all the people on the replay. Post your questions if you're watching this on the replay the next day. Post your questions, and I'll get it. I'll answer it, or Bingo will answer it.
And if you're a school wanting to live stream bingo, well, assist you and say, you just need this and do it. You don't need a sideline report. You don't need sideline cameras.
It'd be
Just go
nice if
out
you
and do
do
it.
though. Now, if you want to buy all that now, you don't mind. You got the budget for it now, and we
Yeah.
really get saucy now. We can get, yeah, we can turn it up like a P Diddy party
Yeah.
in a
So
sense.
just and also parents out there, if you got your child, your player that wants the light shine, if we're not shining enough light on him, as there are a lot of players on the coast, then DM me or bingo, be it on Twitter, on X at Coast Football or at Coast Football Facebook page. I've had parents do that. Say, hey, my player got this award, or player or son got this award, or he got this offer. Hey, I missed some things. I certainly will share it on Facebook. And that's the thing of it is people like to see their name and I'm like to share it. Say, hey, this guy
Right.
over here. Well, I didn't know this guy, this guy got an offer. Yeah. You only get recruited, at one time and it's an experience, to get recruited to the next level, be it JUCO or any level. And we're glad here to do it, to make this happen for coast football. For now, the 25 teams of coast football with Christian Collegiate Academy moving from 8-man to 11-man football, and even teams Greene County. I'll share their stuff. They're not in our rankings, but I know they requested to be in coast football and they play in the region, but unfortunately, we just don't rank them in our rankings. But we certainly will share Greene County information. I have no problem with that. So, I mean, I like the page. It's, the fans are great. They're talkative. They don't necessarily cross the line. I won't let them cross the line and use certain language. And there's nothing necessarily negative about any particular player. We don't post necessarily negative stuff that player A threw 5 interceptions or whatever. So we just try to lift them up, to move them to the next level. And if they don't play at that next level, that's fine. Get an education and then enjoy the Friday Night Lights. You can enjoy it from the stands. There's nothing wrong with not going to the next level after your high school career. So,
Hmm.
all right, bingo. We're gonna end it. We're approaching
Woo.
2 hours, and
Yes,
it
Lord.
was great. Great. We'll have to do it.
We back next week, huh?
Yeah, next Wednesday. I don't have no plans next Wednesday. So just have the fans come and bring it and bring their questions. They have any. Appreciated all the comments and Boz for joining us earlier. We certainly appreciate it.
All right. And this is your boy Seneca Hampton and Matt Stat signing out. This is another episode of Coast Football Talk. Make sure to dive back in next week as we dive into week 0. It's preseason per se football here on Coast Football, and we have a lot of coast teams that are having a jamboree.
Yes, tag me in
And
them.
yeah, tag
Tag
Matt
me in the
in them.
games.
Tag Matt in them, not me, Matt. Tag Matt in them, and Matt's gonna shine the light and spread them all over his 600 followers on Coast Football platform. And
9,000. You said 900.
9,000, yeah,
9,600.
my bad, 9,600 followers. We're gonna shine the light on them, and we're gonna let them know the coach got something to say each and every week. We do right here. And if Bingo Media got anything to do about it, you most definitely gonna hear about us and see about us. So tune in next week. Make sure y'all go and like all our platforms, Coach Football, Bingo Media, SMACM Athletic. Um, yeah, go hit us all up on all the platforms to be able to stay in the know. Um, and this is us, Matt. Matt, you got anything else?
Nope. It's been great. It's time to go to bed.
All right, take
Football
your butt to
dreams.
bed, man. Football dream. This is our last week without football, people. I don't know if y'all understand that. We are high school ready starting next week, and I am so ready for it. Ocean Springs
Yes.
don't play a jamboree. They having a community pep rally at the stadium. It's gonna look like a game, but it ain't gonna be a game. That's why I'm gonna be at.
Well, yeah.
All right, man. Y'all be easy, and we'll see y'all next week.
Seneca, Hampton. Where you at, boss?